I'll put the official invitation out there. Speed, I'm happy to host you in Russia. I texted someone, I won't say who, I texted someone who is close to Speed today when I saw that clip, and I'm like, let's make it happen. Shout out Red Abundance, thank you for the super chat. I think that after Ishowspeed went and live streamed all across China, Americans were like, what the hell? What is going on in China? What the hell? Because like, okay, think about it like this. Americans all across the country are like, you know, you're in Chicago, you're in Philly, you're in Los Angeles, you're staying in your crummy apartment because you don't want to get like shot on the street or stabbed or something in one of these crazy cities. And you're like, oh, Ishowspeed is live in China. Let's watch. And they turn on their streams and they watch Ishowspeed and they're like, what? This looks way nicer than my city. This looks way better than Philadelphia, than Los Angeles, than New York. You know, so I honestly think that Ishowspeed really broke a lot of minds with his China stream. And I think that's an incredibly good thing. I think Ishowspeed, you know, he's just like showing what China looks like. I've been to China once. I've only been to Shanghai, so I can't say I've seen the whole country or anything close to that. But what I saw in Shanghai, I was shocked. I've never seen a place like that. You know, and I'm not saying that Moscow is not nice, because Moscow is also nicer than any major city in America. But China is living in the future. They are living in the future. And Russia is too, to a certain extent, especially Moscow, Petersburg, the other major cities in Russia. But China is really living in the future. And I think that broke a lot of American minds, because those clips, all the streams, the clips, they all went so viral. And you could just see it in Speed's face. He loved it. And I saw a clip today. Speed said that he wants to come to Russia in 2026. So I'll put the official invitation out there. Speed, I'm happy to host you in Russia. I texted someone, I won't say who, I texted someone who is close to Speed today when I saw that clip, and I'm like, let's make it happen. Ishowspeed Russia he said 2026. But he needs someone who like knows his way around here. You know, he's always got someone that he plugs him up in each of these countries he goes to. So I messaged this person. I said, let's make it happen. You come out. Speed comes out. I'll buy you guys tickets. And we'll put you up in the nicest place. And I will get you out here. Or they can pay if they want. I don't really care. And I think it would also open a lot of Americans' minds up to what is going on in Russia. So I really appreciate what Speed is doing. I think it's great. I think he's like seeing the entire world. I know he's going to do an Africa tour soon as well. And I think he's just like showing Americans how much better America could be. So yeah, I do think there's a shift in attitude amongst Americans about what is going on in the rest of the world right now, but in particular China. What is best, Moscow or St. Petersburg? Personally, I like Moscow, but people are from St. Petersburg, they'll say St. Petersburg. Or if you're like a depressed German emo art girl, you'd probably also say St. Petersburg. Overcapacity, thank you for the dono. Well, China's not communist, right? I'm getting grilled on Twitter for saying that China's communist repeatedly. By the way, China this week just announced that they formulated their next 5-year plan. I'm going to be doing a debate. I don't know who with, but I'm going to be doing a debate. The most viral people that attacked me were Lauren Chin and Vince Dow. So I'm going to be debating one of them about this subject. I have yet to issue my formal offer for a debate, but I'll debate either of them, or frankly anyone, but I prefer the person with like the most subscribers so we can build this channel up, right? But I'll just say this for now before we have the debate. If China's not communist, then what is stopping America from nationalizing all major industry? What is stopping America from nationalizing all of the banks? What is stopping America from, to put it quite simply, rapidly industrializing the forces of production while also accounting for the needs of the public? If China's not communists, if they're capitalists and America's capitalist, what is stopping America from doing that? But we'll obviously dive into it far more when we have that debate